What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody had a great holiday season and a happy new year. So just a few days into the new year here, and we're coming to you with some more content. And what better than to kick off the new year with some goal setting, right? New year, new you, But all jokes aside, seriously, a pretty hot topic in the world right now is all about content creation in terms of how to do it, how to get started, what kind of gear you'll need, and how to monetize it. Those are really the only things, well, not the only thing, but like the main things that people want to know about. So in 2022 here, as we kick the new year off, I wanted to make a video about all the things you actually need to not only create content and stream on like Twitch or YouTube gaming, but also give you an upgrade pathway so that you can start small and work your way up. So first and foremost, let's talk about streaming. Now, if you're going to stream on Twitch or YouTube gaming or Facebook gaming, I'm not here to debate platforms. I'm just gonna give you the tech and the equipment that you'll need in order to do so. Now, when it comes to streaming on these various different platforms, they all revolve around one thing, and that is video games for the most part. So really the first thing that you need to have is either a computer that you're gonna play games on or a console, so like a PlayStation, Xbox, whatever. In my case, I actually am gaming off of a PS4, and then I have a computer that runs my stream. But I want to give you the most bare bones setup that I personally used when I started streaming to Twitch. And that setup was my PlayStation 4. I used the Twitch live streaming app through my PlayStation, and then I used the PlayStation camera to put my face on the stream. And basically what that allowed me to do was get into streaming, play video games, used to getting in front of the camera, and actually interacting with chat. Now I have my phone up, kind of monitoring my chat and doing all of that stuff. I just set it up next to me, and that worked for a decent while. But the biggest issue that you're gonna run into is creativity, because with a PlayStation stream or like an Xbox live streaming, the technology, not very good. Now, the good thing is the PS4 streams native at 720/60, which is great for all resolutions. Looks good on a computer screen. It looks good on a phone. So you really don't have any issues there, but it's the face cam. When I tell you that the camera software on a PlayStation is the worst you've ever seen, I mean it. For example, camera placement. Obviously, if you're familiar with OBS and you can drag and drop boxes, it works pretty well. But with PlayStation, they had 4 options: top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. But I kid you not, when you put it top left, it was kind of like, it wasn't even like top left, it was kind of like middle, upper left. And then bottom left was literally at the bottom of the screen. It's very frustrating. So I understand why people want to go into the capture card route and then utilize a PC to actually handle the stream. But pretty much all you really need to get started is a console. In my example, I use the PS4. I use the PlayStation camera because that's the only webcam that you can use with it. And then also a Twitch account. That's pretty much it, and you can live stream to Twitch and start building your audience. Now, the upgrade pathway from there goes into getting yourself one of these. This is the Elgato Hd60s, and this is a capture card. Basically what this is it actually captures all of your input coming in from your PlayStation into your console and outputs it onto your computer so that you can then stream to Twitch, YouTube, whatever. But this piece of equipment here is very important if you want to take your console stream and then upload it and use like OBS or your favorite software utilizing a PC for that. Now these range in price. They're anywhere from, I've seen them as low as like 120 up to like 160 retail. So do some shopping around. I'll put links in the description down below so that you can take a look at this. Now I will preface, I like Elgato. This is a very good capture card. It's probably the best on the market. Hashtag not sponsored, but there are other capture cards that you can utilize. Razer has one, and there's even some like sub $50 capture cards on Amazon, but look at the other YouTube videos of other creators that have made videos using those capture cards. I like the Elgato. It's a trusted, true name, and I wanted to have as little issue as I possibly could. But when you step away from streaming straight from your console to a capture card, this is what you'll need. Now, I did forget to mention real quick, so we're gonna throw it back. If you're streaming from a console, I want to introduce you to a software called Lightstream. I'll put the link down in the description below so you can do your own research. However, essentially what Lightstream allows you to do is to take your console stream, upload it to the Lightstream servers through a connection setting on your console into their Lightstream desktop software so that you can add a face cam, a different microphone, and other custom layers. So it gives you the ability to sort of have like an OBS quality stream without having OBS. Now this is cool for various reasons. One, you don't need as powerful of a computer to run your stream as you do when you're using a capture card. And two, I think to run like 720/30 It's only like $8 a month or something like that. So you do have to pay a monthly fee. However, it allows you to use a different webcam and a different microphone other than what you had to use on your PlayStation or whatever console you're on. So definitely check out that link in the description down below. Lightstream was an amazing service provider. And to be quite honest, I would still be using Lightstream if I didn't upgrade to the capture card and PC method. But let's get back into what you need on this upgrade pathway once you go from console to actually using a PC to handle your console stream. So we've already talked about the capture card, and this pretty much has everything that you need, software included. And then basically all you just need is a couple extra HDMI cables. This comes with one, but that's it. Now let's talk about the actual PC or the computer that you're gonna use to run your capture card into and capture all of that gameplay. This right here doesn't have a name yet. She's still new. However, I can tell you that she is a Dell Optiplex 5070. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. When I was looking for a PC to upgrade, I was literally on my last leg with my laptop. I had an 8-year-old Dell laptop that was a 2-core, 4-processor computer, and it would not run OBS. It could barely handle when I was using the Lightstream service just from the cloud. So when I was looking to upgrade, I was looking for something that had at least 4 cores and a decent amount of RAM. And that is why I went with the Dell Optiplex. Now this is an SFF, so the small form factor computer, so it's like, that wide. And just look how cute this little thing looks sitting on my $20 IKEA desk. That's really the big draw, is because they are cheap, they are very reliable, and they will fit anywhere.
That's what she said.
But you can use whatever laptop computer you want. I highly recommend using the recommended software that Elgato asks for. Because if you don't, you can run into issues with this not working at all, or just OBS crashing, and you can run into a plethora of issues. So if we look on the back here, the requirements for the Elgato, they want you to have a quad core or better Intel i5. So they really don't recommend you go down to like the Intel i3, dual or quad core. They want you to have an i5 quad core or better. And I will tell you from experience, talking to their support staff when I was having issues with my laptop, that this quad core setting is kind of like a minimum standard. You may still have issues with a quad core PC running this. So if you have like a laptop or some like a power saving kind of tablet laptop, it may not work very well using the capture software along with OBS. However, what I will recommend, get one of these Dell Optiplexes. You can get these for like $50 on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, whatever. And you can upgrade the hard drive to an SSD. You can upgrade the RAM, and they're just great machines for having a nice little content creation PC. Now this bad boy is the 5070, so this is actually one of their beefier 2020 models that I got an incredible deal on from Facebook Marketplace. So this is actually an i7 9700 that came standard with 256 gigs of NVMe M.2, and then I threw in an additional terabyte of just a 2.5-inch SSD. I also upgraded the RAM to 16 gigs dual channel rather than the 8 gigs that came standard with it. But nonetheless, this is an 8-core PC, 8 processing threads. Thing is a beast. It has integrated graphics, but the nice thing is you can actually put a capture card into one of the PCIe slots if you wanted to, like have an internal capture card if you were going to capture from the PC, or you can actually put like a low profile graphics card in there to actually game. So this PC is perfect for me because it's going to do well handling my stream and then adding in the layers and utilizing OBS and everything on that front. And then once you have the PC set up and you have everything plugged in, get your capture card plugged into your PC, get your console plugged into the capture card, then you're ready for the rabbit hole that is Googling how to actually get a stream set up. And I'm going to save that video for another day because there's a lot to go over with that. I'm just here to give you the equipment and the tools that you need. But basically, you're gonna need a microphone, you're gonna need a camera, and if you actually wanna hear your game audio and chat with the boys, you're gonna need a gaming headset. Now for me, again, on a budget, I wanted to go with something that was great quality for great money. And this Razer Blackshark V2X is literally the best budget headset that I could even recommend. Works for various platforms, console, PC, has 7.1 surround sound that you can enable with PC. Has a nice little mic here so you can tell the boys how you just got sniped out of nowhere when you actually died to fall damage. But regardless, it's a fantastic microphone and it's a fantastic headset. Very lightweight, very comfortable, and I think it comes in around $50 or less, just depends on the sale. But I'll have a link in the description below for this. But this is a wired headset, because if you use a wireless headset like this, which is just the PlayStation Gold headset, this utilizes wireless technology through a little USB receiver that you plug into the console, but you will be able to hear the game and play the game fine and stream and be totally fine But getting voice chat is going to be a nightmare because of the wireless headset. There's no wire going in to the controller down here on the headphone jack, so they're not going to be able to pick up any audio. And getting game chat in your stream can be one of the most frustrating things that you have to work through. So again, video for another time. But my best advice, don't use a wireless headset, or if you do, you're gonna have to plug it in and utilize it that way. Or if you do have a wireless headset already, you're gonna have to use the audio jack that's on the bottom of this and just plug it in and just use it like a wired headset. Because in order to get chat audio into your PC and therefore on your stream, you're gonna need this guy right here, the Elgato chat link. Now this, and you'll see why I'm holding it here awkwardly, is plugged and snaked and wire managed out the behind under my desk, but I just wanted to pull it up for demonstrative purposes. But this is actually the ChatLink Pro, and I promise you, if you're in the market and you're like, Cole, I need a ChatLink cable to get my game chat on my stream. Should I get the standard ChatLink or should I get the ChatLink Pro? Just know that I told you to spend the extra $10 and get the ChatLink Pro, because if you don't, you're gonna have a very, very bad time. And again, this is not sponsored by Elgato by any means, so I can say these things, but the ChatLink cable is probably gonna work for about 2 weeks, and then you're gonna have nothing but issues with it. And if you're like me and you plug your controller in and use the data transfer over a wired connection, you're gonna have the worst hissing noise in the background if you don't use the ChatLink Pro. Now the ChatLink Pro, braided cable, gold endings, just an absolute beast of a cord. And it's like 6 foot or 10 foot or something, so it'll be fine. But what you do with this is you take your headset cord, plug it in to this side, and then you take this end and plug it in to your controller. And just like that, boom. All your game chat, all your constant yelling and bickering at the bros about pushing a team by ourselves, all of that will be beautifully captured with crystal clarity into your stream. So now that you've got your game audio in the game because of the capture card, you've got your chat audio in there because you used a ChatLink cable of some sort, you essentially have everything that you need to stream whatever game you want to play. Now the best part is with all of this equipment, it's all upgradable. So whether you upgrade as you go or you ask for things on your birthday or Christmas or whatever, you can upgrade absolutely every aspect. For example, with my setup, I wanted to do things as budget friendly as possible with upgrading to this type of setup. So I went with a great quality value headset, a great quality value mic, a great quality value PC to run all this. And then I picked up a couple different monitors at various sales to put this all together. And you don't need an RGB keyboard, you don't need RGB lights, although they do make you a better gamer, science. But I will say, out of all of these tools that you need, I'm gonna give you the top 3 that need to be absolute perfection. Are you ready? The first one that you need is a good quality webcam. Now I'm using the Logitech C922 Pro, which is a 1080p HD camera, and it has autofocus, low light compensation, all that fancy stuff. But it works really well at capturing good crystal clear HD video. And then for a microphone, I'm using the Razer Siren Mini, which is a fantastic little $50 USB microphone that sounds amazing compared to other microphones on its market. But there are other microphones. This is just the one that I recommend. And then also, good lighting. I cannot stress to you enough, whether you pay like $6 for one of those little reflection cans with an LED bulb in the middle, or you get a ring light like I have, the lighting will help the video look better, which is first and foremost what I think is the most important thing. And then you'll have the audio on your microphone to sound amazing as well. And if you do those things, you can have great looking streams like this. Now that's pretty much it. Those are really all the tools that you need in order to start from scratch, to start streaming, and then create content. Because on this PC, you'll be able to download various different softwares, Adobe Premiere, or whatever sort of video editing software you want. And then also, if you check that setting under your Twitch account, for example, because I stream on Twitch, you can actually enable where it'll save your video on demand or the VOD, so that instead of streaming and then simultaneously recording at the same time so that you can have the hard file, you just do what I do, where you just stream, and then when it's all said and done, you can go back into Twitch, into your VODs, and actually just download that whole stream video. Now, obviously, if you stream for like 5 hours and you don't want to download that big of a video, then it makes sense to do recording on the fly. But doing it the VOD way has helped for me because my streams aren't very long typically. But then from there, you can take that video, edit it into a YouTube video, add in some flair and some full screen face shots, and boom, you have started your content creation career. And what's great too is there's services out there like Streamladder. I'll put the link down in the description below. Again, not sponsored, just a fantastic service that allows you to take Twitch clips and then turn them into TikToks or Reels, because that's sort of the biggest thing with content creation, especially from gaming, is you want to take the videos and the clips that you've compiled while streaming and you want to put those out onto your social media accounts. That's pretty much it, guys. It's important to remember that you don't need a lot of money and you don't need a lot of equipment to get started. Everything that I have now, I've put together over time. I've added a monitor here, added better lighting there, gotten a freaking RGB mouse pad, because why not? But they're all things that you don't need. You only need a video gaming device like a computer or a console, and then some sort of microphone and camera, and then you can generally use that small amount of equipment to just start streaming. And that's honestly what I recommend, and use a software like Lightstream, like I mentioned earlier, when you want to kind of start taking that stream to the next level. And then when you want to get a full setup, after you've maybe gotten comfortable with it, you enjoy it, you figured out it's something that you really want to do, then you can start investing in better microphones, better cameras, better PCs. But at the end of the day, spending more money on your stream equipment doesn't give you a better personality. And you can take that to the bank. So that's it, guys. That is all of the equipment, all of the tools, all of the recommendations that I can give you to start your content creation career in streaming in 2022. So thank you guys for watching. As always, drop me one of these on the video. I'd really appreciate it. And if you like this video and other videos that I've been putting out, make sure and hit that subscribe button, ring that bell so you don't miss any notifications when I post a new video. And guys, if you aren't subscribed to the channel yet, what are you doing? Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you had a happy holidays, happy new year, and as always, stay happy, stay healthy, peace.